Hello, I'm going to be talking about the Peavey amp Special 150 again. I'm not going to do no demonstrating on it with a guitar and stuff. I'm going to save that for another video that I'm going to really try to put together a really good one for. But I'm talking about this again. This will be a second video that I'm talking about it because I've noticed this particular amp is starting to be sold on eBay and stuff by a lot of people. The reason why I'm talking about it and is, I got a special reason. I'm going to move out of the way and continue to talk while I just let the amp be the center of attention in this picture. The amp, I've noticed that a lot of owners of it, and this is a big message to the owners, of this amp, that I noticed they're selling this amp. And this right here, I personally believe, is a very limited edition of an amp, and it's a very powerful one. This amp, it's, like I said in the previous video, it's got 150 watts of power, a lot of muscle, and I think personally it's almost like a potential collector's item in the future. This one here has got all original parts. Nothing has been done to it, and it's real good shape. I'm going to try to hang on to this. And I know sometimes people have hard times, they got to sell stuff, but this might be something that down in the years on the road that you might see on like the program Antique Roadshow, that somebody might appraise it at auction at a pretty high value. I bought this when I bought it brand new, a little over $300, but this could be worth potentially in the future, if it's in real good condition, somebody owns it, I think maybe double or triple in price. An amp that's got this much power for the size of this amp is a rarity, and this is just a special message to previous owners. If you can hang on to it, especially if you got it that's got all the original parts and stuff to it, to keep it. I mean, if you're in a situation where you got to sell it to eat or pay bills or something, that you have to do it. You have to do what you have to do. But I'm just mainly talking about it right now to say, try to hang on to this this piece of equipment if you can, and because that's what I'm going to do. I almost made the mistake of putting it on the market to sell it, and so I put it on one of them like trading newspapers. So somebody called me about it, and I told them, the listed watt power, which is 150 watts, which is incredible. That how, I'm sure nowadays they can really engineer that size amp with that much power much easier now than you did then. But that's a remarkable feat, because most amps that would equal that much power would usually be like a cabinet with a header put on it to put that type of watt in it. But to have it all in one like that, and I'm not saying this was the only one that was around then, but for the quality and to have that strength in it is a remarkable feat of engineering. And I'm just wanting to say, if you can, by all means, hang on to this amp. I think it's a treasure to behold. But let's get back to the story. Like I was saying, the person called, and I was telling about it. I was talking over the phone, and I told him about the size of the amp. He says, well, that sounds awfully small for an amp its power, and on average it is a small amp to have that amount of strength. So the guy says, well, he says, I'll have to think about calling you back to buy it. He never did, and I'm thankful that it's a sale that didn't go through. I didn't realize just what a prize I got here. And if you got it, especially in good condition with all the original parts and stuff, by all means do it. Now, in a later video when I demonstrate, I'm going to try to really demonstrate the real muscle of this, much more than what I did in the previous video of this, where I demonstrated some of the stuff with it, just promoting American craftsmanship. The next one I'm going to try to demonstrate it, just the muscle of the amp, to the best ability of the limited microphone that this has. But once again, this is mainly a special message to owners of this amp. If you can keep it, by all means, keep it, because I think you may have a treasure here that's sort of unknown. And well, we're going to wrap this up. You heard me chatter enough. Thank you again for your attention and time. Have a good day.